everybody, this is Monami Frost and today I'm doing a Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A in a little while now, and so I'm going to answer a bunch of your questions. I will answer many questions about my past with eating disorder. I had many questions about that, of course. I expected it to have many questions about it, so I will answer some and many more questions. So I asked on Instagram to leave me your questions, so I will get right on to them now. First question, does Gabby know Latvian or Russian? If yes, will Neo learn it too? So Gabby does know Latvian now. She used to not really talk Latvian. She understood a little bit, but now she understands a lot, like most of it she understands, and she talks as well. She started talking like in the start of 2020, and my husband started to talk more with her, and it was like a surprise for me, and then we started talking more together. And now Nia only speaks Latvian, and we speak to Nia only in Latvian. There was one point where I just decided that I'll just start talking with her Latvian instead of talking to her in English, as I started when she was born. But then I decided I would just talk Latvian and make sure that she learns that language as soon as possible and early on, and then she will like eventually learn English anyway from Gabby and such. So, and Gabby actually talks with Neo as well in Latvian, even though she obviously, for example, technically her first language is English because that's the language she learned first, but she talks with Neo in Latvian because Neo understands Latvian. So yeah, that's that. Russian, they don't understand any Russian. I don't really plan on teaching them Russian. Maybe if they will be interested someday, but it's a pretty hard language to learn, and we don't really talk Russian at home because we're not Russians. We just know Russian because we lived in Latvia. A lot of people get this confused that we are Russian, but we actually are not. We are from Latvia and we just know Russian language. But yeah, if they are ever interested, I will help them navigate it. What made you want to go back to your natural hair color? Sorry if you already told this before. So I want to go back to my natural hair color, not necessarily completely my natural, like just like my natural darkness, lightness of my hair. I want to look and be closer to what Neo's hair is and Gabby's hair is. Sometimes I look in pictures and I'm like, I had like such black hair, and next to like Gabby or Neo, I felt like I look like some other like mother or something, you know. I don't and like Anri's has like similar hair like them, so I was like, I kind of want to like fit in and feel like we're all like similar and look the same almost. I don't know, such a weird thing, but also it was such a hard maintenance, really, black hair. Not that it is that hard, but it's just having quite light brown hair when there's just a little bit of regrowth of my roots. When I had like really black hair, like I would instantly look like I'm losing hair or something, because I would just have like very light roots, and then like instantly would have like in a little bit there would be like really dark hair, so it would give like an illusion that it looks like I have very very little hair and like I'm losing hair. So that was kind of a thing, and it's just like I'm just got tired of constantly needing to dye my roots and stuff like that. So I want to get something like that is close to my natural color and have the freedom of not having to touch up my hair all the time. Do you talk with your father? I do, not too often, but like a couple of times a year we talk, and we used to not talk that much, like when he moved out and he got divorced with my mom. Yeah, now like when I'm older, he's older, we have like developed a little bit kind of a more nicer relationship, and we do talk once in a while. He messages me like and some stuff, and so he comes to visit sometimes once in a while as well. So yeah. Do you work out? I'm trying to get motivated. When there was lockdown, we started to work out as a family, and got like into a routine of working out like every morning, because like there was a little bit less things to do and concentrate on, so we were able to like work out and stuff. And then summer came and we had like a bunch of things to do, and now we have like so many things to do that I haven't had the time to work out. I know that you're supposed to make time, but I don't want to pressure myself in, especially like with my past with eating disorders and things like that. Like it may be triggering, like wanting to lose weight and stuff, but for me, like when I was working out, it was just really for my own benefit, and health wise, it wasn't about like losing weight and stuff. It was just about being kind of more active and just more healthier in a way, just to keep the joints moving and things like that. But I really said that like now I don't really find time, and I'm not the biggest exerciser. I'm not the biggest fan of working out. I need to probably get in like a certain mood and like certain state of mind to start exercising more often. But just I have so many things going on, and like my head is a chaos, so kind of exercise sometimes is just the last thing on my mind. If you want to get motivated, motivate yourself in a way that you about the reasons that you're doing it, and main reason it should be that you want to just feel good in your body in a way that it is healthier and more active, and it's moving properly, and like getting to move your muscles and joints and things like that, so you can do more. What do you see yourself doing in 30 years? Ever I need to change a job or something, or maybe like if it's like meant in a professional kind of way, I really wanted to flip houses. It was like I love decorating. I love thinking about like how you can move things around and how you can like make a house cooler and things like that. Like when I was a kid, obviously I would play Sims and things like that, and just now when we were moving here, and found so much fun to just think about how to make a home cooler and nicer, and take a really beat up place and make it into something amazing. And I thought it would be something, I'm like keep saying it to my husband, like, oh, if like in years and years, like when I'm older, like I could actually want to do that, if obviously I have some money to buy a house and like get it to look nice and pretty and flip it. Do you know what tattoo you want to get when you are finally able to get them again? So now, if a lot of people might not know, I'm not getting any tattoos. Obviously, I haven't gotten any since I got pregnant, and just like some time before that as well. And now, because I'm breastfeeding, there is like slight chances that there might be infection. It's not necessarily like from like the process of tattooing. It's just like sometimes in the process of aftercare something can happen and you can get an infection, and like I don't want to risk that, and that's the thing that might be not a good idea while you're breastfeeding. So I'm just gonna wait, and not like I'm in a rush, because I have like quite a lot of tattoos. I miss in a way getting tattoos, but then I don't miss it at all as well, because it is freaking painful. So I'm kind of glad taking this time off from tattooing. But next tattoo that I'm going to do probably is I need to start working on my empty leg and start making that happen. And what I want on my leg is I want a lot of lettering tattoos, a lot of lettering tattoos. So I'm really excited about that. Favorite vegan and cruelty-free makeup brands. So fully vegan brands that I love are Nabla Cosmetics. They're an Italian brand, and they are so in a way underrated, I think, like, because obviously it's not an American brand and things like that, but it is so great, and the products are so amazing, and it's all 100% vegan and cruelty free. Also, I love KVD Vegan Beauty, of course, because it's as well all vegan. And there are other brands that are not maybe 100% vegan, but have mostly like a lot of vegan products and are cruelty free, like Sugar Pill. I love Sugar Pill and Melt Cosmetics. And what else I love? Ilamascua. I definitely love like a 100% vegan brand that is Black Moon Cosmetics. Yes, Black Moon Cosmetics lipsticks and eyeshadows are so amazing. I love them. Those I think were the main ones that I use all the time. So let's move on. I have now like here like happen to be all in a row. Questions about eating disorder. Have you ever read any books, fiction or non-fiction, that gave you another interesting take on ED? So I actually haven't read any books or anything like that. Mostly what I've read is because I was alone in that and I was kind of hiding it from everyone. I wouldn't like read books and things like that. I would just sometimes when I would be alone, I would like research and find like some videos on YouTube I would watch about other experiences, some other girls' experiences and people experiences, and then I would read like some blog posts and things like that about other people's experiences, and that's what kind of would give me a lot of different takes on the eating disorder and seeing like how others are struggling and where I am myself, and and that I think helped me a lot in understanding what is happening and what I need to do. How do you prevent binges? So at the start, when I first started recovering, I would just remove triggers in a way that I would remove like any unnecessary crazy snacks and things like that I would binge on, because mostly I would binge on just unhealthy food, and that's would be the stuff that I would want to get rid of. So at first in my recovery, what I did, I as well just made sure I eat until I feel satisfied and then just kind of stop eating because otherwise it would just spiral out of control, and I would like make sure that I finish one bowl. It wasn't like restrictive bowl, like for example if I ate like curry or something, I would make sure I just finish one bowl and that's it, and I don't eat more than one, and like it would be like a quite a big good portion. It wouldn't be like restrictive, it wouldn't be like too much, but sometimes what I did before, I would eat 2 or sometimes even 3 if I was just feeling out of it. But yeah, I would make sure that I have like kind of portion size, a normal portion size, and eat until I am satisfied and don't overeat, because that's when like if I would go and overeat on something, then that's when like all my thoughts would be like, oh, there's no point, I need to keep eating and binge and binge and binge, and like there's like basically today is out of the window, I can't get any better, like I just gonna keep going to make myself, my mind and brain feel better, and that's how it would all spiral out of control. So I would prevent it just like by removing the things that I would binge on, making sure that I don't overeat. Did you tell Gabby about your eating disorder and what did she think? So yes, before I filmed the video where I tell you all about it, I made sure that I tell her first before everything, because obviously I didn't want to tell her when she was still younger, and she's pretty grown up now. She's almost 11 years old, gonna turn 11 just like next week or so. And yeah, so I made sure that I tell her that, and she knows what is happening, and she was very, very supportive. And obviously she maybe didn't understand it 100% everything, because she's still young, but she understood what, in a way, like what it meant and I was like just talking about like how the society and everything like makes us feel pressured to look a certain way and stuff. And ever since she was young, I have talked about things like this all the time with her, how important it is, what's inside, and how that is what makes you beautiful. So she was really supportive. She thought it was a great idea for me to open up and talk about it as well, to raise awareness around it. And yeah, and that's what I did. Did your disorder affect you mentally through baby weight gain in your pregnancy? It actually didn't affect me, I think, like, because it was already like a long time after, like I have been recovered and have been like binge purge free for a long time, and I just felt like, because I see myself differently now in so many ways, and I am such a good place in my head, and I was so happy about the baby, and nothing could bring me down in that way. I felt like it's supposed to be, and I've like embraced my new body and like the gained weight that I put on, and just embraced it. And I saw it as I see other people when I see them with fuller bodies, and I think they're beautiful. And I was like, I need to put this towards myself as well and think those same thoughts. So that's how I viewed it, and like luckily I felt really good about it. Any cons for being covered in tattoos? Do you get treated negatively ever? I get negatively treated on internet most of the time. That's the most where I get negatively treated. I'm used to it in a way, but sometimes, yeah, maybe cons are that regular people in the streets or anywhere, they might treat you differently. Even if they don't say it out loud, they do treat you differently, because obviously they think that you are, I don't know, like a bad person or a con or something, you know. That's just all stereotypes and stigmas around tattoos. But most of the time I'm fine and I live luckily in a great place where tattoos are quite common. Have you ever consulted any professionals for your ED? If yes, was it useful and why? I haven't contacted anyone professionally. I haven't read any books and stuff, which is, I don't know, is it wrong or not in a way, but somehow I got out of it with the help only from my husband and stuff. It was really hard and scary for me to think that I would need to go to a professional, but I think it's so great that so many people do find help from professionals, because obviously they know what is happening, they know what you're dealing with, you know. That's why it's kind of great as well to talk with them, because the scariest part is like for you opening up to someone that doesn't know what you're talking about, you know, and their reaction. But if you talk to a professional, they know what is happening and why this is happening to you, and they know that it's not your fault. In a way, like from what I've read, like from other experiences and stuff, like when people talking about like how they reached out to professionals, and it seemed like a great thing. But myself, I haven't talked to a professional before. Do you want more face tattoos? There was one time I wanted more face tattoos, but but I'm not sure about it anymore. In a way, sometimes I want to, sometimes I don't. But I really love my face tattoos now, and I think they look really nice and flattering for my face. Do you want to have more kids? I'll answer this probably before, but at this moment, I really am super happy with just having 2 kids. It is so much to handle, not just 2 kids, but the businesses that I need to run, and like YouTube, Instagram, and all of this. So it is a handful, and I'm sometimes losing my mind, but it is okay. And I'm really, really happy having 2 kids, but I don't think I could handle having another one. How long are you gonna breastfeed Neo? I just want to learn about it. So I'm gonna just keep breastfeeding as long as she wants to, and as long as we're comfortable to do so. And I really hope that we can go longer. And right now it's been 18 months, so 1.5 years, and it's been really great, and I love it. We're gonna keep going and hopefully keep going strong. Are you vegan for life? Yes, 100% vegan for life. And I can't see why I would ever go back. So yeah, I guess this is it for now. Like, I've answered quite a lot of questions, I think, and it's been quite long already. I have a bunch of things to do today, so I need to run. Thanks so much for watching. I hopefully will make some more of these and talk more. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.